Hello, this is Lucretia with the Calm and Confident You podcast. I have definitely been stepping outside of my comfort zone lately by asking for professional feedback from strangers. I just finished building a new online course on stress reduction, and I'm getting ready to put it out into the world. This is my second course that I have built. I sought feedback on my first course with close family and friends. For example, I gave 2 of my coworkers, who are counselors, access to my course. They went through it and let me know some things that they liked about it. And my sister-in-law, who managed a hospital physical therapy unit and who was well-versed in quality training, also went through the course. She gave me module by module feedback. It is uncomfortable to ask for feedback. I am not just regurgitating something I've been taught. I am creating and presenting from my own perspective and in my own voice. Then, people are telling me if it's good or not, if they like it or not. Well, with the first course over the past 2 years, I've been thinking about professionals in different fields who might find that course useful. And the key word is thinking. I did approach the employee health department of the hospital where I work and presented it to them. That created some high anxiety for me. I have never presented a product to anyone before. And I thought about, but never followed through, on contacting other places such as universities. I had also thought about approaching my local fire or sheriff's departments, but didn't know who to contact. So I have been thinking about it for a couple of years. My new course on stress reduction seems even more appropriate for people in emergency fields. And I'm in a different spot now. I'm a member of a couple of business-oriented groups. Gradually, I've been speaking up more about my courses, which has helped me to get more comfortable with networking. The smaller steps along the way over 2 years have brought me to now. This week, I created a video about my new course and asked my online business group for feedback. And I am getting real practical feedback. And it's clear I need to redo that video. Ouch. That's a bummer, but it's a good thing I asked for the feedback. I'm kind of embarrassed, but I'm also sucking it up. I still have a lot to learn related to marketing. I'm trained in counseling, not business. A more exciting event happened recently. After 2 years, I realized that I knew someone who works in a sheriff's department and who knows all about training and what they would need. For some reason, all this time, all I could think about was my local agency. Suddenly, I thought of this person who is in another part of my state. My courses are online, so I don't have to limit myself to my local department. Why have I not thought of this before now? Well, with the wonders of social media, I have casually had contact with this person over the years. So I contacted him using Messenger and asked him to take a look at my stress course. I asked him to give me real feedback with the view of making it useful to first responders. Boy, this is a big step. I have no idea what he will think. But I am more than willing to make adjustments or add content to make it useful for first responders. And he told me they are always interested in addressing mental health and stress management, and he was very willing to check it out. Then, this Friday, I had my annual review with my supervisor at work. I told her I was almost late because I was working on a webinar about stress, which I will use to bring some attention to my online course. Now she wants me to present my webinar at our department's annual training. And she encouraged me to again approach our employee health department. She said, they help pay for employees to go to Stretch Lab. They should be interested in a stress course for employees. So how can my growth experience be helpful to you? When it comes to moving forward in life, often we need to ask others for guidance. When I ask my therapy groups how many people have a hard time asking for help, usually most of them raise their hands. There are a variety of reasons, from not wanting to be a burden or a bother, to not wanting anyone to know about their problem, or not wanting to be seen as being weak. But if we want to move forward successfully, we may need help along the way. In order to get myself to the point of reaching out for feedback, I needed to get comfortable with the idea of letting others see imperfection. This has been a decades-long process for me. Growing up, I was expected to get straight A's in school. And I am not exaggerating. My parents once sat me down and questioned me about why I had a B in one of my classes. To my credit, even at that time I thought, are you guys serious right now? I started consciously adjusting expectations once I left home. Still, trying something new and having others see me stumble has always been difficult. Now that I am older and wiser, it doesn't bother me as much. Life is too short to hold back. The other attitude I needed was the willingness to be open to criticism. Now that you know about my incident of being confronted about getting less than an A, you can probably understand that I have a tendency to reject criticism. I can handle it better when I am the one asking for constructive feedback. Then when I get it, I have to do some healthy self-talk and keep things in perspective. You know what I mean, I'm sure. This week, going forward, do some journaling on your relationship with mistakes and perfection and your ability to try something new and to let others see you fumble. Take a look at your ability to ask for help or feedback from others. Are you being held back in any way due to your views on mistakes or imperfection? Remind yourself that mistakes will happen during growth, and get comfortable with this idea. If you are interested in attending my free webinar called Mind Over Stress, which I am offering on April 24th, go to my website, ldonreed.com, where you will find the announcement and registration link on the home page. And check out the rest of my website while you are there. Until next time, be well.